Welcome back, dear students. This is our third session on the lesson The Wolf by Farooq Sarwar. This lesson is prescribed for first semester B.Sc by Bengaluru North University. With you today is Alice Cherian, Assistant Professor, Department of English, Government First Grade College, Kiarpuram. Dear students, we will start by recapitulating our discussion in the previous sessions. In the beginning session, we saw that the narrator takes shelter on the tree from the chasing wolf, which he believes will devour him, will shred him to pieces. He hides on the tree and he takes solace in the thought that the tree is a tall one and he's safe on the tree and the wolf cannot harm him. He also finds that the tree is a magical tree because it provides all his needs, all his comforts. If he wishes to have some delicious food, it is provided by the tree. If he desires for a cozy, comfortable bed, it is there. If he desires to watch TV, though he finds it there, easily provided by the tree. Thus, all the comforts are provided by the tree, and he calls the tree magical tree. In spite of having all the comforts around him, we see that the narrator is not at all happy because he is limited. He needs to stay on the tree to protect himself. There is no freedom, and he strives to have freedom. However, this freedom comes at a cost. He needs to take courage, he needs to gather courage, get down from the tree, and kill the wolf to be totally free. Thus, we notice that the physical comfort or the comforts provided by physical things do not make him happy. As he struggles through this process with nightmares and traumatic experiences, he finds another man who is like him, worried, afraid, and takes refuge on the tree. They both are chased by their own respective wolves. They are very scared about it. They are oppressed. The boredom occupies their mind. Their dreams are full of chasing wolves. And we saw how this we can relate to our own state of mind when we are affected by fear. Both of this, the narrator and the companion, they decide to jump from the tree. The narrator does not jump because he has no enough courage to jump from the tree. However, the companion jumps from the tree and he hits the wolf with the twig. The wolf dies. So in this class, we will discuss the last part of this lesson, which I have named in 3 steps, which I have divided into 3 steps: the encouragement, the engulfing fear, and the escape. To begin with, in this session, we will see the encouragement, how we will be able to find encouragement in our life through the incidents that happen in others' life, through the testimonies they share. What motivation can we derive from others' life who have faced challenges like us or who are facing challenges like us and are able to win them over? So now we see that the companion is free because by the dint of his courage, he has killed the wolf. He also understands that the wolf is not as dreadful as he imagined when he was on the tree. Now the narrator sees that the wolf, that he is facing, the fear that he's facing, is growing more desperate and strikes at the trunk of the tree all the time because it wants the narrator to come down. This is what happens when we allow the fear in us to grow. It becomes more aggressive. The more you feed your fear, the more aggressive it becomes. The narrator's companion keeps on calling out to the author. He encourages the author to jump down from the tree and kill the wolf, as it is very weak. As I told you, it is not as strong as they imagined it to be. It is very weak and it's easy to kill the wolf. But since they are on the tree, they imagine to be very vicious and they are very scared of wolf. So they narrate the companion who has faced his wolf, who has won over this his fear. He encourages the author to come down and kill the wolf. And he also tells him the fact that the wolf is not as dreadful as they imagined. So, but does our author narrator listen to this? This fearful state of mind creates a lot of imaginative fear in our author, and he's almost there giving up his fight against the wolf. Dear students, what is the take home from this? What is the takeaway? That in our lives, if we want to face our fears, look at somebody who has won this fear, who has been victorious. Take encouragement from that. We have many testimonies, we have many people around us whom we can look at and you know derive energy, derive encouragement from their lives, who have grown to achieve great things. They too faced fears like us, but if they are successful, we can be too. So this is something that we need to learn. This we need to train ourselves to look at the positivity in life. Our mind usually tends towards the negativity. We have to train our mind to look at those positive people, those people who give us positive vibes, to overcome the fear. When you're there to do something, don't hear to the voice which says or which pulls you back. Look for people, look for voice that pushes you ahead in the right direction. So there is encouragement around us to fight our fears. The next aspect of this session is the engulfing fear. These incidents definitely signal to him that he's going to die. That is, the narrator, is very scared because he sees that he imagines that the wolf is getting bigger and bigger and the tree is growing smaller and smaller. He screams, he yells, he runs up and down. See, when we do something out of fear, it's very hysteric. It is not organized. To give the best or to be your best, you need to have a calm state of mind. The narrator is in a frantic mode and he is not able to understand what is happening with him. Ultimately, he prepares himself to the imminent death. Imminent means which is going to come. He believes his death is near and he starts bidding goodbye to everything around him. He prepares to give up his fight because he imagines the wolf is coming closer and closer every passing moment. Dear students, maybe in our life we find sometimes in such positions where we feel everything is over, it's time to give up. But look for encouragement, look for an escape. When some thoughts keep hogging you, it's like it's repeatedly you're getting those negative thoughts. Try to change your place, try to change what you're doing, try to involve yourself in something else until those thoughts get away from your mind. It's important that you control the fear. Otherwise, the fear starts controlling you. And like our narrator, you start imagining unwanted things, imminent dangers. And we start behaving like that. And sometimes these imaginative things become real, like, with the narrator. Therefore, when the fear is in the nascent stage, it becomes our duty to control our mind and work towards such initiations or take up such initiations which can kill that fear. And it's easy to kill the fear in the infant stage, then to allow it to grow. Dear students, if there is any fear, in any such fear in us, let us take encouragement from the surrounding testimonies, examples, people's leaders, motivational speakers. Let us take courage. Many a times, failure, teaches us good lessons than what success can. So let us not be fearful of failure. Let us take this initiation to face the fear, to challenge the wolf in our lives. The last segment of this lesson speaks about the escape our narrator had. Now that ultimately his mind has gone numb and he could only hear the sound of that his companion, who is desperately shouting at the narrator, saying that he is stronger than the wolf. Even in our lives, when we go through dreadful, fearful times, there is always a voice in us which encourages us. You know, maybe that voice is from our family, friends, which encourages us not to give up. Let us heed to that voice. So eventually, what happens? The narrator gathers courage and he jumps down. He attacks the wolf and he kills him easily with just a small and delicate twig. That is a small branch of the tree. Just with that, he is able to kill the wolf. The wolf tumbles down, falls down on the ground, and dies right before his eyes. Now he's free and cries out in joy and begins to dance. This is what happens. You know, when you're able to overcome some things which have troubled you for a long time, what a joy it is. ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಬಹಳ ದಿನಗಳ ಒಳಗೆ ಹಿಡಿದಿಟ್ಟಂತ ಭಯವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಗೆದ್ದಾಗ ಯಾವುದು ನಮ್ಮಿಂದ ಆಗುವುದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ನೆನೆಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾವಿದ್ವೋ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಮ್ಗಾಗುವಂತ ಸಂತೋಷ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಆ ಜೊತೆಗಾರ ಅವನ್ ಕೆಳಗಿಳಿದು ಆ ವೂಲ್ಫನ್ನ ಸಾಯಿಸಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನರೇಟರ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ, ಬಾ ಕೆಳಗ್ ಬಾ, ನಾವು ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡಷ್ಟು ಗಟ್ಟಿ ಅಲ್ಲ ಈ ತೋಳ, ಇದನ್ನ ಬಹಳ ಸುಲಭವಾಗಿ ಸೋಲಿಸಬಹುದು, ನಿನ್ನ ಸ್ವತಂತ್ರತೆ ನಿನ್ನ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿದೆ, ಬಾ ಕೆಳಗಿಳಿದು ಬಾ ಅಂತ ಅವನನ್ನ ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹಿಸ್ತಾನೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಲೇಖಕ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ದುಃಖಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ನೋವಿಗೆ ಈಡಾಗ್ತಾನೆ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅವನ ಕಲ್ಪನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅವನು ಅವ್ರ ತೋಳವನ್ನ ಬೆಳೀತಿರೋದನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಆ ಗಿಡ ಸಣ್ಣದಾಗ್ತಿದೆ, ತೋಳ ಇನ್ನೇನ್ ನನ್ನ ನುಂಗ್ ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನುವ ಭಯಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾವನ್ನ ಅವನು ಒಪ್ಪಿಕೊಳ್ಳುವಷ್ಟು ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಬೆಳಿತಾನೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಕೊನೆಗೊಮ್ಮೆ ಧೈರ್ಯ ಮಾಡಿ ಮೇಲಿಂದ ಕೆಳಗೆ ಜಿಗ್ದೇ ಬಿಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಜಿದ್ದು ನೋಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಬಹಳ ಸುಲಭವಾಗಿ ಅವನು ಆ ತೋಳವನ್ನ ಸಾಯಿಸ್ತಾನೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಅನೇಕ ಬಾರಿ ನಾವು ಯಾವುದನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯವಿಲ್ಲೋ, ಇದು ನನ್ನಿಂದ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಅಥವಾ ಇದು ನಾನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಜನ ಒಪ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನುವ ಭಯದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೇನಿದ್ವೋ ಅದೇ ಕಾರ್ಯವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಸುಲಭವಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ, ನಾವು ಹಿಂತಿರುಗಿ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ, ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ನಮಗೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅತೀವ ಸಂತೋಷ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ಲಿ, ಇನ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ವೇ, the narrator finds a great joy and he starts dancing. But peculiarly, you see that the companion is not to be found. Many times it happens when we achieve something, those who helped us to achieve, those who motivated us, may not be around to share that. But then it is our duty to motivate others. It is our duty to encourage others. So he is amazed as he finds innumerable trees around him. What are these trees? Why are these trees there? You see that each tree is occupied by one human being who is taking shelter from the growling wolf standing beneath that tree. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಮರದ ಮೇಲೆ ಇವನಂತೆ ಹೆದರ್ಕೊಂಡಂತ ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ತೋಳ, ಅವರನ್ನು ಹೆದರಿಸುವ ತೋಳ ನಿಂತಿದೆ, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ರು ಅದನ್ನು ಹೆದರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಂತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದನ್ನ ನೋಡಿದಂತ ನಮ್ಮ ಲೇಖಕ ನಗ್ತಾನೆ. He starts breaking into laughter and goes towards those simple, naive, innocent people who are afraid of their wolves for no reason. He starts going towards them and then what? He starts encouraging them, telling them, come on, this wolf can be easily killed. Come down. This is not as strong as you imagine to be. It's so easy to kill the wolf. He goes on encouraging them. Dear students, what do we see in this session? That how the narrator is encouraged by his companion. He gathers the courage, he jumps down, he kills the wolf, and he becomes joyous. He's fully so happy to kill the wolf, and he breaks into laughter. He dances, and then he sees that, he's amazed to see that there are innumerable trees around him and innumerable people taking comfort on those trees. I mean, one person on one tree taking comfort from the wolf which is standing beneath to devour them, to destroy them. And then he goes to those simple, naive, innocent people, encouraging them to kill that wolf, encouraging them and telling them it is not as dreadful as they imagine to be. So, dear students, we need to take encouragement that our fears are not, bigger than us. We can easily overcome them. Therefore, in the beginning of the session, I told you, please mention some 3 fears that you have. like fear A, fear B, fear C. Just opposite to it, mention the steps that you have taken, the initiations to overcome this fear. And now I would suggest you also, note down the points, the sources of encouragement, the sources of motivation to that you get, in your family, maybe some stories, legends from some legends, the motivations that you, elicit to overcome this fear, right? So when you do this exercise, maybe this, I think this lesson can be more meaningful to us. Dear students, thank you all for watching this session. In the last session, I will be summarizing all the three sessions of the lesson The Wolf. Thank you.